Watch out!
Enough! Enemies are within our walls, so you will do as I say.
Enemies? Good. I can't wait to see them put you on a spit.
You little bitch!
Marianne, what are you doing here? You ought to have stayed quiet in that chest.
Trickery will get you nowhere. You should know that I have already warned my uncle. This place will soon be crawling with guards, traitor.
Bring them. I'm waiting.
Jane!
Moors! Thank the Seven, you're alive! But what have those animals done to you?
Nothing compared to what I've done to them. We've come to get you out of here.
Not likely, I'm afraid. Tell me, Alistair. Does threatening women run in the family? It was your brother last time.
Silence, you soulless whore! Gawain is dead. If you dare speak another word about him, it will be the last word you utter. Morse, we've got the girl. Now I want Halton.
Who are you?
This is Alistair Sarwick. He's an old friend and loyal to us.
Alistair? The servants have spoken of you. You are one of this pig's guests. Moors, I don't trust your friend.
He saved my life just now. That's all I need to know.
If you're right, why is he here in this castle?
We can discuss this once we're outside these walls.
Did you hear that? Someone is coming.
Harden, there you are.
Alistair, what is this act of treachery?
Take one step further and I'll gut you like a fish.
How dare you!
You've murdered my brother in your vile dungeons. You lied and manipulated me. And now you dare accuse me of treachery?
You are making the same mistake as your father. Listen, my niece has played no part in this. If you let her go, I will spare your lives.
So, Harden, how does it feel to see your family in danger?
Alistair, I beg of you, this has nothing to do with me.
Harden, if you let us leave the castle with Jane, we will spare your niece. You have my word as a knight.
I cannot do that, I'm afraid. Release her immediately or pay with your lives.
Uncle, please!
Silence, Marianne. You brought this on yourself. Careful now. Think hard about what you're doing.
Alistair, stay your hand.
Did you hear that, Marianne? Your own uncle cares not whether you live or die.
That's not true. If you let her go, you can both walk free from here. You have my word.
He lies! I know it. Don't do it, Alistair.
That he's lying, I have no doubt. But killing Marianne won't help us here. Get out of my sight before I change my mind.
You made the right choice. Death over dishonor.
Well, you are more stupid than I originally thought. I don't care for your values. Honor won't save you now. It looks like I have you at my mercy. Kill them, but don't harm the girl.
No!
Stop, all of you! No one fire! Jane, my child, don't do anything rash. Your life is too precious to me. Think about it. I'm offering you a future as Queen of Westeros.
I'd advise you to try nothing. Otherwise you risk killing the child.
Moors, this is our chance.
What do you mean?
You remember that night with the Frey twins, when their father came storming into the bedroom?
You broke your leg, if I remember well. We're too old for such foolery. Besides, Jane would never survive.
Well, do you have a better idea?
We'll never leave Jane.
Moors, they won't hurt me. Not while I have this child within me.
Jane, no.
You made the right choice, my child. You two, lay down your arms immediately. It's over.
Get ready, Moors. Harden! By law, you will pay for my family's death. Stop this!
Take the girl away, and keep her under close guard. As for these dogs, bring me their heads before nightfall.
Best to keep going, Alistair. We shouldn't stop now.
Relax, Moors. We need to gather our strength. Besides, we haven't seen anyone on our tail since yesterday. They're probably still searching the castle ditches for our bodies.
If we see them, it's already too late. Harton won't give up that easily. Maybe if we avoid building fires.
Listen, we're soaked, and the wind is like 1,000 icy daggers. I would rather die by the sword than by sickness.
15 years in the wall's shadow makes you get used to the cold. You will too.
I'm not so sure. Anyway, you never did tell me how you ended up in those dungeons. I would have thought you were protected from the political scheming of the Seven Kingdoms up at the wall. Something very important must have happened to get you involved in all that again. It had something to do with the girl, didn't it?
Yes. Good old John asked me to protect Jane.
Of course. Just like you to take on a dubious mission with nothing but John Aaron's word.
True enough. Well, I couldn't protect her by staying at Castle Black. I had to take her south, to get her out of harm's way, where no one would find her. I decided to take her to the house where I'd left my family, but we fell into a trap. Some escort I turned out to be.
Your house in the Riverlands? Why the flame did you go there?
I thought we would be safe there, and I wanted to see Taya and Serena again. But do you know what I found? Their graves. They're dead, Alistair. They've been dead all these years, and I had no idea. I took the Black only because I thought that you would be protecting them.
I am so sorry, Moors. There's nothing to ease that kind of pain, I know.
What happened? When was it?
I don't know. Probably the work of brigands. It was just after the war ended. Soldiers and deserters were scouring the country. There was so much to do. I couldn't stay with your family each and every day. But when I returned to them, it was already too late. I paid them my last respects and buried them. It was all I could do.
That's all? You swore you would protect them, you bastard. You gave me your oath. You knew they were dangerous lands, and you left them in the middle of nowhere?
Blame me all you want if it helps you. I have cursed myself more than you ever could.
I doubt that. You would already have stuck a knife in your chest.
I was exiled, Moors. I left my family and my land to live the life of a beggar in the free cities. Is that not punishment enough? Finally, after years of despair, I started following R'hllor, which was the only way I could find inner peace.
You left my wife to die, and you hope to explain yourself with tales of fire and magic?
It was this fire and magic that helped me see more clearly. I failed to protect your family, it's true. But worse still, I didn't know how to protect you from yourself.
Not that again. Oh yes, you protected me. I was ready to receive my punishment, and you urged me to take the Black to avoid it. They would have had nothing to fear if I'd never listened to you.
Horse shit! They would have died anyway, along with you. The moment you defied Lord Tywin Lannister, you condemned them along with yourself. I should never have let you do something so reckless.
So you think I should have murdered Princess Elia? A young girl and her barely weaned children. I could never carry out such an order.
But you had to. It was war. The Lannisters had to prove their loyalty to the Baratheons. Lord Tywin could not allow one of his knights to refuse an order at the time. You know the reigns of Castamere as well as I do, Moors. Tywin Lannister is so merciless that a song was made of his cruelty. You knew your refusal would put your family in danger, but that didn't matter, did it? Your precious honor always comes first.
Damn you, Alistair.
It's easy for you, isn't it? You have always acted first without regard for consequences, leaving others to pay for what you've done. After you left, I fell into disgrace and was left to take care of your family. And what good did it do? Did you know that Lord Tywin ordered Gregor the Mountain to do the job you refused? The way in which he massacred the princess and her children is one of the most vile stories to come out of that damned war. You could not have saved them. You condemned Tyre and Serena, and you dragged me down with you. So much for all the good that came of your fucking honor.
Do you think I have never thought of that? For 15 years, I have kept endless watch on freezing nights. I have had little else to do except reflect on my choices. When we became knights, we swore an oath to protect the weak. That's what I've always done.
This world has no place for honor like that anymore, my friend.
Then I belong in the past. This is who I am, Alistair, and I will never change. My rightful place is at the wall. Everywhere else, the vile and ambitious prosper, while the just perish. Sworn brothers live only by their oath. Their duty is the only thing that gives meaning to their lives. It is the only place where I can be myself, and not put anyone in danger.
Why did you not stay there?
Jane. I can save her. I swore I would do it.
Ah, yes. Jane.
I cannot leave her with Halton. I will go alone if I have to, but I need to get her out of there.
You never change. No matter what the risks are, you do as you see fit. But don't worry. I have my own matters to settle with that little shit. I will go with you.
Thank you, old friend.
Now, tell me. I still don't know who this girl is, and what everyone wants with her.
She is of Targaryen blood. And on top of that, she is carrying the unborn bastard of King Robert. John Arryn knew about the child, and tried to hide her by sending her north. Because of that, there are many who will do anything to get their hands on her and her child.
I see. Halton is using her child to rally the supporters of the old regime to his cause.
If only it were just Halton. Even your bastard brother is after Jane.
I was aware of that, yes. I heard about this. It's not just Valar that we have to deal with here. That snake has done well for himself since the rebellion. He's now in the service of the Queen herself.
How do you know all of this?
Halton may well be a little shit, but he's very well informed. He told me that the Queen herself had charged Valar with bringing her the head of your dear Jane.
Valar. I look forward to destroying him myself.
I've watched how he works. He has changed. He is a powerful enemy now.
We should deal with Jane first. Once we have her, we can go after your brother.
We need supplies and a plan if we're to rescue Jane from Halton's grasp. We should go back to River Spring.
Agreed. Well, what are we waiting for? River Spring. How do you suffer this place? To draw breath is to suffocate.
This is my home, Moors. My people, my land, my town. I suppose the wall is far better?
All right, you win.
Alistair, is it really you? You're alive!
Of course. Why? Did you think me dead?
Died for the Queen, they said. As if that would really happen. Alistair's too crafty to get himself killed, is what I told them.
But it's Valar. That snake told everyone that he saw you die with his own eyes. He's sticking to his story, and as nobody dares contradict him...
Valar? He's here?
Yes, that's what I just said. Who on earth are you?
Ryman, you know Sir Mors Westford. He was at my side throughout the rebellion. What were you saying about Valar?
Well, he came here one day with his Bloodseekers. A bloody bunch of thieves, if you are. He put them in the castle, then declared that they had to stay there until he'd finished his affairs here. Meanwhile, he's been acting like the entitled Lord of River Spring. He even stripped me of my rank of captain to give it to that bloody Wex. What I wouldn't give to rip the guts out of those two there.
That son of a whore sent his wretches to cause trouble at the wall, and now this. I will skin him alive.
Calm yourself. Valar is not a foe to be taken.
Think about it, Alistair. The gods have handed him to us on a
Well, well, what do we have here?
Captain, you'll have to introduce us to the innkeeper one day. We all wait.
Who are these two? Friends of yours?
Hold your wicked tongue. I am Alistair Sarwick, and the...
Alistair, you say? Sir Valar told us that you may turn up here. You shouldn't have come back, my friend. You're supposed to be dead.
Those pieces of This attack can only mean one thing.
What ceremony?
The wedding! He has come to marry Eliana. And as everyone believed you dead, she no longer had much...
And Valar ordered the Bloodseekers to lie in wait for me, so I...
But now that you're here, that changes everything. He plans to consummate this marriage before the end of tonight. We must make haste.
We must cut this snake off at the head.
You'll never get in the castle like that. His Bloodseekers... You'll be outnumbered the moment you
The two of us are perfectly capable. Hard and fast, Alistair.
And if we fail? I don't want to take that... Ryman, how many guards?
Only a handful, I'm afraid. Valar hanged 3 of my men for... After seeing that, many of the others left the...
A handful will not suffice. We need the support of all...
You should speak with Maester Harwin. He'll...
Where can I find him?
At the port. He thought Valar was lying about... He spends his time over there, speaking to boatmen from King...
Let's go. We have to stop...
Very well. I shall try to gather some swords. I will...
Be careful, cousin.
You too, Alistair.